I stopped the previous one because of this silly bugger, Balzac. Maybe pressed the wrong button. Alas. So, gratitude number 3. Whatever. It was about Homer, who's drinking from Simpsons. He took the joke. Who's drinking mayonnaise and vodka, a bottle of mayonnaise, and I don't know. Saying, well, how can you do that? Another character. Well, it's not a problem for me. It's a problem for future Homer. Man, I hate to think about that guy. I mean, trouble. I don't want to be that guy or something like that. So Magda, um, this was a very clever girl, and she surely is a very smart, mature woman, wherever she is now. And that was the trouble in that rapprochement. So I can't remember how we came to talk, if talk is the word. I was in this class and she was in the next one, the superior, the elite, and I was in the commoners or something. But anyway, we were next to each other at one point, and I remember her sitting on the radiator, heating radiator, or standing by it, something. And interesting. So somehow we got to talk, and for a while we took the same journey to high school. We were both around Iore, Titan Lake, in this huge district down south in this city. Together with, I don't know, another 200,000 people. Huge. There's a hawk doing the rounds here. I hope he sees the net we have around. I've seen on YouTube an interesting video with someone showing, a trainer showing how clever a cockatoo, I think it was, how clever the bird was. But all of a sudden, a bird of prey, vulture, I don't know what, escaped from the zoo or somewhere else, came down, attacking with that stupendous speed, and at the last moment, the woman trainer would manage to place the bird, cockatoo, which was the target, under her leg or something. I mean, saving the poor creature at the last moment. Well, always in these cases we have to think, what about the other one? The other one might die of hunger. So, who do you root for? Anyway, returning, we lived in the same part of town, but I had to walk, I don't know, a mile or so to take the trolley bus from the same trolley bus station she used. Termina. And it worked for a short while. I don't even know how short, maybe a few weeks. And it may very well be that she has no idea who this guy is, unless for this crazy name I have, which is not something people hear about here. The crazy name. But for me, it had an enormous impact, because being with her, I realized how shallow I was, how poor my knowledge of anything was, if it ever existed, how much time I had spent playing football or whatever, but not reading, not doing anything with this. So shamed by that difference. I mean, she knew so much. She was aware of, from her, for instance, and I met her father. She took me to her home once. Once was enough to see how poor this guy is in here. And the father, and she mentioned how great rugby is. uh, Noble sport compared with football. They have such physical contact, and they have to be so strong, so, and don't whine, and as opposed to football or soccer, not the American football. It's similar to some extent with rugby, I would say. Football, they at every touch they crumble down and they beg for penalties and whatever, and so much more.